That's right, babies. The Knicks took care of business today in Cleveland. What a tremendous win. The Knicks totally out-hustled the Cleveland Cavaliers. Second chance points once again was the major difference in this game, and that is how we win. And we did it today. Fantastic win. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous. This was a great win. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Into the Knicks-Verse. Welcome, everyone. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. If you're watching this on replay, please subscribe, share it, drop your comments, hit the thumbs up button for me. This is a great day in the land of orange and blue. The New York Knicks went to Cleveland for the first game of the first round, and they took it. They took this game. Fantastic. Let's get to it. Here we go. Right there. 101-97. Beautiful. And Jalen Brunson was the final factor at the end of this. He was the one who made the pivotal buckets when we needed them. In fact, this game got kind of tight. It did. The Cavs actually did not lead at all in the second half until 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. On a Jared Allen tip-in, they took the lead 93-92. First lead they'd had since the first quarter, I believe. And I could swear I could hear the gulp. The gulp from every single Knicks fan. But Tom Thibodeau took a timeout. He subbed in Hartenstein and Grimes for Mitch and RJ. RJ actually had, even though he didn't score much and do much offensively, he did some nice playmaking, especially in that first half. He forced some turnovers, forced some steals. He actually played a decent game defensively, just didn't have it offensively. But it didn't matter at the end because first of all, there was a possession that totally broke down. Right, this was after the timeout with about a minute 50 seconds left, and Josh Hart had the ball at the top of the 3-point line, and he had to shoot it, and he drilled it. And this is after it looked like he had sprained his ankle on the other end. He came in and drilled the three-pointer to take the lead back, 95-93. Then the Knicks forced Donovan Mitchell to take a bad three-point attempt. Josh Hart got the rebound, and he got fouled by Donovan Mitchell. And then we got the ball, and guess who hits a beautiful step-back jumper, an 18-footer? Mr. Jalen Brunson. That's right. Hits that, and then, it was a little shaky there. The Knicks fouled Mitchell. He hit 2 of his free throws, and it was 97-95. Very tight with a minute 5 left. It could be anybody's ball game at that point. could be. It could be. However, the hustle. Josh Hart misses a 19-footer, but Hartenstein gets the rebound. They bat the ball around, they get a second attempt, and it ends up in Jalen Brunson's hands for a nice floater, an 8-foot floater. Boom, bank shot, 27 points for him. Knicks take the lead, 99-95. Jared Allen did get a dunk later on. It was 99-97 with 31.6 seconds left, so it was pretty tight. It was tight. But once again, the offensive glass, the rebounding in the fourth quarter, the New York Knicks out-rebounded the Cavs 13-6. Total out-rebounded. But the offensive rebounded. We out-rebounded them 7-2 just in the fourth quarter, and there was no bigger offensive rebound than the one Julius Randle got with 6.9 seconds left. Fantastic. Kicked it out to Grimes. Grimes got fouled, and he gets down there. This is the guy, our second-year player, hits both free throws. The first one rattled. It rattled. It rattled in the cup. And then it dunked right in. Beautiful. And then he hit the second one. Knicks won the game. Fantastic. Great win. This was an outstanding victory for the New York Knicks. What a way to start. This is the game. We had to win game one. Not that the Knicks couldn't still regroup and win game two if they had lost game one and still win the series. It's just, it helps create clarity. And it helps get that monkey off of Julius's back. He played. Yep, he played, which we kind of all thought he was going to end up playing because the way things were trending. And he had a very good game for himself. He finished, how did he finish? What did he finish? He got off to a crazy hot start. He had, because Donovan Mitchell had 18 points in that first quarter, but it didn't matter because Randle answered back with 16 points of his own in that first quarter. He only finished with 19 points total. So he only scored 3 points the rest of the game after the first quarter. It makes sense. You know, they were subbing him out like around with 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. I think they were monitoring his minutes, which is fine. That was smart. He ended up playing 33 minutes, shot 7 of 20 overall, 3 of 10 from the three-point line. Did miss 2 free throws that at the time really hurt, but ended up with 10 boards, 8 rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, but nothing bigger than that final offensive rebound there with just 6-7 seconds left in the game. Did commit 5 turnovers, and that was one of the worries I had with putting a Randle, kind of like a rusty, not fully 100% Randle out there. You're going to commit turnovers. The Knicks uncharacteristically committed 20 turnovers. I just saw a light went off or something. 13 turnovers. Sorry. I looked at the personal fouls. That's incorrect. So 13 turnovers, it's not bad, but 5 of those came from Julius Randle. RJ committed a terrible turnover there late in the fourth quarter, but it's the only turnover he committed in the game. And that's when he got subbed out. But Brunson also committed a terrible turnover in that fourth quarter, which gave the Cavs life because they were coming. They were kept coming in that fourth quarter, and they end up taking the lead after those turnovers were committed. But the response that the Knicks had after that timeout, that's the kind of response that good teams come out with. I don't want to use the word great, but I could use the word great, but I'm not going to yet. But that is the kind of timeout that good teams come out with. Just want to check a few things here. Just want to make sure that, let me see here. Hold on. Got everything going here. Because I kind of jumped on. Oh, I got some super chats. Thank you guys so much. Buzzer Beater. He said, I can't put him on the screen here. I apologize for that. Buzzer Beater says, Thibs has done more for blacks than Abe Lincoln. That's hilarious. Love that. Jesse Rodriguez, what's up, brother? They drove me to drink. Yes. I'm not. Actually, I had a few drinks earlier. I'm just drinking water right now. Gonna keep it clean, but I will be jumping. I drank a little too much last night. I pre-celebrated. After I did that, which was a fantastic shout out to Keith, Sports Vibes TV, and JD of Knicks Fan TV and JD Sports Talk, who came on with me. We did almost a 3-hour live. We talked about everything. And I was confident even before it, And after that live, I was even more confident. I felt like, you know what? I just don't see a path for the Cavs to win unless Donovan Mitchell scores 50. They just don't have an offense. I know everyone wants to talk about and jerk off Darius Garland and shit, but you know what? Fuck that. We got the offense. We're the team with the offense. We just need to play some defense, and we did. We held Darius Garland to 17 points. 17 points, even though he shot 53.8%. But he couldn't find openings. Could not find openings. Fantastic. What did he finish? Yeah, 17 points. Donovan Mitchell finished with 38 points. Oh, let's get some of these things. Here, Tommy Beer tweeted this out. Knicks game 1 on the road in Cleveland. Knicks win game 1 on the road in Cleveland despite RJ and IQ and Grimes shooting a combined 3 for 21 from the floor. How do you like that? That's right. These 3 key young guys could not make a bucket, and the Knicks still won. A road game in the playoffs. Outstanding. And Josh Hart was a big reason. Josh Hart finished the game with 17 points. Wow. Shot 8 of 11. Hit one of his 2 3-point attempts. The one that I told you about that was pivotal right there, especially coming out of that timeout after they had taken the lead. Outstanding. He didn't even get to the free throw, but he got 10 rebounds, 5 of them offensive rebounds. Outstanding. Got a steal, 2 dimes for him. He did commit 2 turnovers, but 17 points he finished with. Randle finished with 19 points. Jalen Brunson, 27 points. RJ Barrett, 2 of 12. 7 points. Minus 13. We still win this game. Quentin Grimes only took 4 shot attempts. Hit one of them only. It was a 3-pointer. They were all 3-pointers, but he hit his 2 big bucket free throws. When in the clutch, when it was desperately needed, the guys came through, and that's why they are up 1-0 in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Yes, fantastic. Ian Begley, always got to throw up an Ian Begley tweet here because he sums it up beautifully. Knicks take game 1 in Cleveland behind 27 points from Jalen Brunson. New York Knicks got key offensive rebounds / tip-ins by Isaiah Hartenstein and Julius Randle in the final 40 seconds to help seal win. Josh Hart had 17 points, 10 rebounds, and shot 8 for 11. New York Knicks bench outscored Cleveland bench 37-14. New York had 26 points off of turnovers. Even though we committed more turnovers than they did, we got many more points off of their turnovers. And that is the mark of a very good team. All right, I'm going to put very on top of that. That's what a very good team does. The Knicks are a very good team. The Knicks are a better team than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry, Vegas. Once again, you fucking blew it. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're looking at, what stats you're analyzing. Maybe you have too much of a hard-on for Donovan Mitchell. Sorry. No. We got Jalen Brunson, we got Julius Randle, and we got the core. This team is for real. We're going to win game 2. We're winning this series. We're winning this series. We're winning it. We are definitely winning this series. Shout out to Lexa Destroyer. Thank you so much for holding it down, brother. Vodka Orange Cran. All right, we got a drunk Lex in the house. Beautiful. That's great. Shout out to K Sings. Good to see you. Juan Suarez, what's up? Jose Vasquez. We got Joseph A. Yes. Oh, we got a nice crew here. Drew Reviews. What's up, Drew? Good to see you, brother. Andrew Wyan. And Margaret Edwards. What's up? What's up? Is that, are you related to Keys? I wonder. Hey, Connor Toolin. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Awesome. All right, we got over 130 in the chat. Fantastic, guys. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. So, I kind of rattled off a lot of these stats already, but we'll still look at it here. Look at Randle. 16 points in the first quarter, only 3 points the rest of the game. You would think the Knicks would totally lose a game like that. But nope, because this time we've got someone at the point who, no moment is too big for him. Jalen Brunson is a true leader. He is a true winner. This is why I love guys, NBA players that perform well in March Madness. Guys that take their teams deep into that tournament, even win the tournament, even if they aren't necessarily the most physically gifted players. They just have a winning mentality that transcends physical limitations. And Jalen Brunson is the picture. He's the poster child of that. And he's learned so many moves to help him get space, and he used it today to tremendous effect. Yeah, he didn't need to take 24 shots, but he had to take those shots. He was the one who was going to lead us to the promised land, the big W, and he did it. But look at that Josh Hart stat line there. God, that's just fantastic. The Knicks closed with a lineup of Hartenstein, Randle, Brunson, Josh Hart, and Quentin Grimes. They were the ones who played the final 2 minutes of the game, and they sealed this victory. Outstanding. But look at Grimes. Grimes only 5 points. Barrett only 7 points. Mitch only 6 points. Only 8 boards for Mitch, but in 26 minutes. I thought he had a decent impact in the game in the first half, and then he kind of lost his way a little bit. But I loved the way that he was blocking out Allen and Mobley. He basically neutralized them. He made them ineffective. Look at it. But before we go back, look, the Knicks only put up 29 3-point attempts. We shot 27.6%. Barely hit over 1 of 4. Only shot 42% in general. Look at the plus minus here. The bench, our bench, like Ian tweeted out, outscored them. What was it? 37 to 14. Beautiful for the bench. The bench, look at Obi Toppin, a plus 12. Great game for Obi. Great third quarter for Obi. Obi scored 9 points in the third quarter. Big 9 points. Hit all 3 of his shot attempts. Brunson had a fantastic third quarter. 12 points for him. 5 of 10. And, yeah, that was it there. But Obi finished with a plus 12. Hartenstein a plus 19. Josh Hart a plus 5. Emmanuel Quickley, even though Emmanuel Quickley didn't even play well, he still finished with a plus 8. He made some good plays. This is how you win in the playoffs. It's ugly sometimes. It's scrappy. You got to hustle. That's the way you do it. And look what happens here. Mobley, 8 points on 13 shot attempts. Josh Allen, Jared Allen, Josh Allen. Can you imagine Josh Allen out there? He's big enough. He's definitely big enough to be out on the court in an NBA game. But Jared Allen, 43 minutes, shot 6 of 8, 14 rebounds, 14 points. Tremendous statistical game for him. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Because at the end of the day, we have Jalen Brunson, and they don't. That's the beauty of it. And we have our depth. Our depth on our team is outstanding. They did put Cedi Osman on Brunson in the fourth quarter, and it slowed him down to a certain degree, but then he wised up, and he figured out how to get him on his hip and took him to the hoop, and he scored that way on him. So eventually, that plan that Bickerstaff had ended up not working out in the end. It did slow him down in like midway through the fourth quarter when Brunson came back in the game, but it didn't really result anyways. I'm surprised no Danny Green sighting, but Karis LeVert, remember him? Remember him when everyone was saying, "Oh, he's like so much better than RJ and everything"? Guy was a total non-factor in this game. 3 points, 1 of 7. Missed all 3 of his 3-point attempts. Now, RJ didn't have a great offensive game, but he made plays for people. In fact, he picked when the Knicks got off to a 9-2 start in the game, 2 of those buckets were from RJ assists. 1 to Randle, 1 to Mitch. So he was playmaking. Can't say that for LeVert. Osman did actually have a decent game for him. 19 minutes, 3 of 4, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 9 points. But Wade, I'm surprised Wade didn't play more, because I thought he had a negative impact on us during the regular season, but he didn't really play much. Look at those minutes right there. 44 for Donovan, 43 for Darius, 43 for Jared Allen. Wow. And 38 for Mobley. Crazy. Okoro, he can't even hit the side of a barn right now. 1 of 6, 0 for 4. Definitely let that man shoot. Let him shoot. Let's go. Here are the team stats. As you can see right here, look at the turnovers. The Knicks committed 16 turnovers, which is 3 more than they have been averaging, but they only allowed 10 points. off those turnovers. We got 26 points off of their 14 turnovers for a plus 16 right there. That's the key to the game. Of course, offensive rebounds is the key to the game as well. So we were a plus 6 in the end on offensive glass. 17 offensive points, offensive glass points for us right there. Let's see how we did in the. I want to check the second chance points here. We were 23. Oh yeah, we were a plus 11 in second chance points. We got 23 second chance points. Cleveland only got 12. Points in the paint. The Knicks were a plus 4. We were 44 points in the paint. They were 40. And that's with those two big 7-footers. We still outscored them in the paint. We even outscored them on the fast break, 17-15. A lot of that is due to Josh Hart and Obi Toppin. That's right. The shooting was abysmal in this game, but a big factor. And we talked about this in the preview. The Knicks had to make their free throw attempts. They got to the free throw line 22 times and connected on 19 of them for an 86.4%. That is beautiful. If we could stay above 80% and above, I just find it very hard. I don't think that we can lose, honestly, against this particular team. I just don't think we can lose because our efficiency will be through the roof. We're definitely going to shoot better as the series goes on, and so will Cleveland. So this game one may not be indicative of how the rest of the series is going to go. I imagine they're going to calm down now. They got the jitters out of themselves. Both teams looked tight. You know, there was one possession. Oh, it was terrible. I mean, it was great in some ways because we got three 3-point attempts in the same possession because we kept getting the offensive rebounds. We missed all 3 of them. Oh, that was brutal. They were all short, too. I think that's going to shake itself out, especially when you consider the previous games today. I mean, those guys were shooting lights out. So it was interesting that this didn't work out for us today. But I think that's going to change as time goes on. Let me check out we got Gideon. Hey, what's up, Gideon? Good to see you, too. Let's see here. Don't want to miss anything in the chat. Let's see. I put it here. Joseph A. Turnovers and forcing shots are 2 different things, unless you mean air balls. Yeah. Randle was fantastic in the first quarter. Definitely, you could see he was out of shape, and it caught up to him in the last 3 quarters. But just his physicality alone is something that makes it hard for the opponents to deal with. We're a very physical team. And one time, and we got who was it? Okoro caught an elbow of Randle's, which it was just a regular foul. They reviewed it for a flagrant foul, but it was just a regular foul. And what else? There was some other chippiness there. Jared Allen and Randle got into it a little bit. And it's good. You want to see that passion, but he kept it under control. So that's awesome. Fantastic. Hey, hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. Let's get over 100 likes. That'd be great. We got over 170 in the chat right now. It's fantastic. Let's celebrate. This was a great win. This is the exact type of win that I thought we could get. We got it. We need it because we're going to take this serious. We're going to take this serious. Game 2, Tuesday. There's going to be so much pressure on the Cavs in that game, and I think we're going to be relaxed. I'm not sure. It's 3 games in between, 3 days in between the games, so I'm not sure if the Knicks are going to come home. I would imagine they will fly back to New York tonight. They're probably heading to the airport right now. They'll fly back tonight. They'll be home for tonight and Sunday night, and then they'll fly out probably Monday morning, practice there, stay there Monday night, and then for the game on Tuesday, and then practice there, obviously, in Cleveland on Tuesday. And I expect guys like Grimes and IQ and even RJ hit a 3-pointer, which was huge. That 3-pointer that he hit, what a relief, man. I believe that their shot is going to return, but I think the Cavs are still going to be tight. That's what I think. So I think we might come back to New York up 2-0. Then we got to take care of business in the Garden. Got to take care of business in the Garden. Oh, man. Let's see. What we got here in chat? Paul Butler's like, Knicks won today. Hold on, George. The series isn't over. I just called it. Yeah, no, the series is not over. Anything can happen, but just judging by the demeanor that the players displayed on the court today, and that, I mean, they played at home. I mean, everything was in the Cleveland's favor. They were all healthy. They even got a Okoro back, their best perimeter defender. They were ready. They have zero excuse for losing this game today. Zero. They even took the lead with about 2 minutes left in the game and couldn't hold on to it because they don't have it. They don't have it here. This Knicks team has it. They've got the heart and the grit, and it's displayed by guys like Josh Hart himself, appropriately named. Francisco Carrillo, if we win on Tuesday, sweep is possible. Yes, absolutely. George, what's the odds? This is from D Nice. Hey, what's up, D Nice? Good to see you, brother. What's the odds of winning the series after winning game one? That's a great question. I will have to look that up. Let's see. Let me look it up. Hey, Siri. What are the odds for a team in the NBA that wins game one of a playoff series? I didn't ask it correctly. I'll look it up. But I'm pretty sure it's good. Often. But the key is game three is a very pivotal game. It's pivotal. No matter what the situation is. If you're up 2-0 and you drop game three, then you're just at two games to one. And the team that's got only one win can easily win game four because they just won another game. So then you're all tied up. If you're down 0-2, it's the same. It's an inverse scenario. If you're tied 1-1, game three is pivotal because you gain the momentum. So game three is crucial, and I'm so happy that it's going to be at the Garden. Oh, I wish I could be there. That's one thing I wish I could be there. I hope you guys go see the games. You guys, if you go, you should definitely let me know. South Bronx, New York. Thank you so much, brother. It says odds is 80-20. So if you win the first game, you have an 80% chance of winning the series. Nice. That's great. I just want to win it at home. Yeah, we're gonna win it at home. We are. Can you imagine the sweep like that? Hey, anything can happen. This thing, I was thinking, you know, to be conservative, that this, especially if Randle wasn't able to play, but he is able to play, and I think he's just going to get better and better unless he re-aggravated his ankle, which didn't look like that at all. So he's just going to improve. RG's going to improve. Grimes is going to improve. We're going to get better. Everyone's going to get better. Even Brunson's going to get better because he's going to look at the tape. He's going to figure out how to counteract the moves that they made on him to get the ball out of his hands. He'll figure that part out. So happy. I mean, how can you guys not be thrilled by this situation? This is outstanding. Outstanding. There he is. The man of the hour. Great free agent signing. Fantastic. I'm really proud of the way this team came out and played today. Because there was a lot, I mean, in a lot of ways, one of the main reasons why I did think we were going to win this series as well, win this game, but I don't want to get too far ahead, even though I already did, is this guy, Brunson, is such a level-headed person. And in the end, when the pressure is tight, that's what matters. And I think I heard him in the post-game interview, because when I was prepping for this, him saying something to that effect, that he just kind of blocked the noise out, like tried to focus. He said something to that effect. And for him, it's a real deal. That's for real. He's really able to do that and focus and concentrate like that. And that's a lethal weapon to do, especially in this type of form right now. Outstanding. Let's see. We got, who else we got? Yeah, I'm so hyped. Hey, Damien, what's up, Damien, man? This isn't going 7 games. No, I do not. Well, I mean, we win game 2. Forget about it. And I'm ready for that. I wish game 2 was tomorrow. That's how hyped I am right now. Oh, man. I think this is the first time the Knicks have won game 1 of a playoff series since 1999, I believe. when Patrick Ewing was actually on the court. Oh, got some stuff here. All right, man. So if you guys haven't checked out the playoff preview that Keese and JD and I did last night, definitely check it out. You can watch it in pieces or whatever. We covered a lot of things, all the key points of how the Knicks should win. And one of them was the Knicks had to not turn the ball over, and they had to out-hustle the Cavs on the offensive glass. And that's exactly what they did. It's been the way that the Knicks have won all year long. In fact, when you look at the fourth quarter stats, which is interesting because the Knicks lost the fourth quarter. Yeah, we lost it. Let's see, here we go. Pull this up. We lost the fourth quarter 27-23. And we only shot 37.5% in the fourth quarter. But those 7 offensive rebounds gave us 3 additional field goal attempts. We took 24 attempts, hit 9 of them. They took 21 attempts, hit 10 of them. So they got 1 more field goal attempt, they bucket, than we did. But in terms of three-point shooting, we were even. 3 of 7, both teams. At the free throw line, they got 2 additional free throws than we did. We only got 2, those 2 that Grimes hit, which was huge, which is wild to think that in a fourth quarter, as physical as this one was, that both teams went to the free throw line a combined 6 times. That's it. Only 6 free throw attempts. The refs kind of buried that part of the story. The refs, I thought, did not do a good job in this game. There was a play when it was actually a hustle play. Josh Hart was about to get a loose ball rebound. I think it was even going to be an offensive rebound. And Osman came behind him and just kind of gave him a light shove and shoved Hart out of bounds. And no call. No call whatsoever. And then they were making calls that they just didn't seem like that was even worth it. So the refs, they got to figure this out. They got to figure this out because it was definitely a problem. And I'm sure Cleveland feels the same way. I'm sure they do. The Cavs, wow. The Cavs, 4 Cavs played all 12 minutes. Mobley, Allen, Mitchell, and Garland played 12 minutes the entire fourth quarter. And Cedi Osman almost played the entire fourth quarter, except for a minute and a half that Okoro played. Wow. So we just grinded them down into a pulp. Beautiful. Trying to see if I can find something else here that will explain what happened in, here we go, second half. Second half, the Cavs won the second half 52-51. And they shot pretty well in the second half. Shot 46.2% from the three-point line, but only took 13 three-point attempts. So we really pushed them out of their comfort zones. Jared Allen definitely helped keep them in the game. He scored 10 points in the second half. Donovan Mitchell scored 20. He caught fire, I believe, in the third quarter. Is that when he caught fire? No, it was the fourth quarter. Donovan Mitchell in the fourth quarter scored 14 points. But 14 points on 12 shot attempts isn't that outstanding. It's just not. Let's see what we got going in the chat. We got Bayard Karminiki. I think that's how you say it. The refs made some terrible calls that should have went the Knicks' way. Great hustle and defense by my man Josh. Nonetheless, the man gives you great energy game in and game out. Totally. I kind of would give him the game ball. I think he was, even though Brunson obviously is, without him, we don't win this game. But I almost can say the same thing about Josh Hart. Without him, we don't win this game. Outstanding. Yeah, he played a tremendous game. King Bernard 30 says, I know it's early, but sweeping this team is possible. Imagine if IQ shows up next 3 games. And he will. He will. He was a little tight, and so was Grimes, and obviously RJ was as well. But RJ, I thought RJ had a positive impact, except for that terrible turnover in that fourth quarter. I thought he had a nice positive impact on the team itself. Even though, let's see, that fourth quarter was not a good one for him. He missed all 4 of his field goal attempts in that fourth quarter. And but he did get 1 dime. Yeah, no, he definitely struggled in that fourth quarter. 2 of 12 overall. That's harsh. That's definitely going to improve. That's definitely going to improve. This is a bad sign for Cleveland, man. On a night when basically every Knick except, and even you could even say Jalen Brunson underperformed below what he normally does. He shot 45.8%, 11 of 24. That's not that efficient. Only 1 of 4 from the three-point line. Only 2 assists. He did get 2 steals, finished 27 points. Other than Josh Hart, nobody else on the Knicks had a good. Oh, well, that's actually right when I say that. I look at Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin had a good game offensively. Those two. So for Cleveland to think that, wow, we lost this game and the Knicks didn't. No one went off. No one went crazy on the Knicks, and we still lost this game. That's a bad sign. When Donovan Mitchell scores 38 points on 30 shot attempts, hit 14 of 30, 6 of 16 from the three-point line overall, you got to be scratching your head. You got to be like wondering, what can we do? What answers can we come up with? I don't think the answers are in Ricky Rubio or Dean Wade, but guys like Karis LeVert have to step up. They have to step up. Karis LeVert can't go 1 for 7. 3 points. He did get 1 assist. That's it. Meanwhile, RJ got 6 assists. RJ led the team with assists today. He got 6 rebounds for him. He got 4 steals for RJ. 4 steals for RJ. So when you look at impact on the game, because remember what Thibs always says, you don't have to make points to have a positive impact on the game. You can do it in other ways. And RJ had that kind of game today. So good shout out for him in that respect. Even though he still was a minus 13. And Mitch was a minus 15, according to the NBA.com stats. Sometimes they don't correlate with the ESPN ones that I pull over here. But at the end of the day, the New York Knicks won game 1. They're up 1-0 in the series. Ooh, baby. Don't want to get too crazy ahead of myself. What's up, Lex? Got Lex's back. Agent Super Argo. Hey, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you here. Knicks did this without IQ, RJ, Grimes, and Obi scoring. Well, Obi did score. Just didn't go crazy. But he got 9 points in those 14 minutes, and they were no, not 9 points. He got more than 9 points. Obi got it was 9 points. Let's see here. We got Cody. What's up? Eric B. Harry Pierre. Shout out to everybody. It's I know it's only game 1, but I just got to keep it under control. But I'm hyped as fuck. The game went pretty much along the lines of what I thought the way it would go, and we ended up with a W. So if the way you break something down and it works out that way, it means that the team can really live up to its full potential. And in my feelings, the full potential is defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round and moving on to face most likely the Milwaukee Bucks in the second round. But don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because we need 3 more wins to do that. That's for sure. Yes, Cody Grimes was clutch with those 2 free throws. Man, that first one though rattled. It was like it rattled, man. XX Alex Gamer XX Roblox. Oh, you're Ivan. Hey, good to see you, man. That my dad watched every game. Oh, cool. Thank you, Bayard. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support, man. This has been a great season, especially you guys. You guys have made it wonderful, especially when I'm able to go live. We got Stanley Mann in the house. It's amazing that the Cavs put Osman on Brunson. That is a matchup we will win every time. Well, he did disrupt him at first because of his length, his size, and his ability to stay in front of Brunson in those first couple of possessions that he was guarding him. But then eventually Jalen figured him out and got Seti on his hip so that he could find the space, the path to the basket, especially on that one. Oh, Yeah, it was actually the last layup that he made. Outstanding. That was a key bucket. That was big. D9 says we have to give Mitch big props. His first playoff game, and he did a job on Mobley. Absolutely. You're right. I forgot about that. This is Mitch Robinson's very first playoff game in his career. Yeah. Shout out to Mitch, man. I thought he actually, some people were saying, oh, where's Mitch? Where's Mitch? He's not showing up. I thought he actually played a decent game. He did get taken out in the fourth quarter there, but I think it's because we didn't know where the scoring was going to come from. And at some point, we might need an Isaiah Hartenstein floater at that moment, or his ability to. He's not as good an offensive rebounder as Mitch is, but he gives you the offensive rebounding that Mitch can give you some of that, but he also can do some playmaking. So maybe he was out there in case Josh Hart cut to the basket and Isaiah could just feed him on a nice bounce pass. I think that's what Thibs was looking for in those last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and it worked. It totally worked. George, we won game 1 in 2013 versus Boston. Was that in the first round? Huh. I'll have to check that. All right, cool. I thought it wasn't since 1999. Man. Let's see what we got else here. I wish I could show some of these things. Knicks in 6? ? Stoop Kid Studios? Conservatively, Knicks in 6. Damian Mann says. This is not going 7 games. I mean, right now, I just don't see where Cavs are going to find the answers. What they'll probably try to do on Tuesday is not put it all on Mitchell. Get Garland to provide some offense. He was doing it for a little while there, but then he only finished with 17 points. I think he got off. I think in the first half he scored. Yeah, well, he had 10 points in the first half, but they dwindled down to 7 in the second half. But he just didn't have. Even though he shot efficiently, he shot well. He just didn't feel like he was making much of an impact on this game. Yeah, he shot 53.8%. He was the overall the best shooter. Well, kind of. What else here that I'm overlooking? The assists. We only got 18 assists. They got 20. Steals. We had 11. They had 9. Beautiful. I love it. I love that RJ led the team with steals. That's a great sign. He led the team in, I said it before, he led the team in assists and in steals. That's impacting winning. Even though he was a minus 13, it helped the Knicks find other ways to score other than just him taking it to the hoop or, losing the ball on a turnover, though he did commit that one turnover in the fourth quarter, which was almost killed me. Oh, man. I had to watch the ESPN stream, so I wasn't able to listen to Mike Breen and Clyde, and I'm really bummed about that. But I got to listen to Hubie Brown, who I love. Hubie Brown, obviously, when I was a kid, he was the coach of the Knicks. I don't know who the other guy was talking, but for long stretches there, it seemed like they really wanted the Cavs to win. It just felt like that. And then Hubie would have to call it back and be like, "Oh, well, the Knicks played a great play right there. That was a great series there." But everything was all about looking at it from the Cavs' point of view. I don't know why that continues to happen to us. Maybe I'm just a little too sensitive about it, but it did seem like they were a bit biased. It is ESPN after all, which you would think with Stephen A. being their main guy that they'd be more into hyping up the Knicks. But either way, this was a beautiful win. Fantastic. I'm so hyped. I cannot wait till Tuesday. Oh, I wish there weren't 3 days in between. But we got a lot of great basketball to watch. The playoffs are off to a great start. Even though there were some huge blowouts. Atlanta got blown out by Boston. And what was the other game? The Sixers took care of business. I wish we were facing the Sixers in the second round. If we got to the second round and not the Bucks, it's gonna be tough. John Dougal says this team finds a way to win. Bring on Milwaukee, he says. Nice. I love the confidence. Yes, bring them on. Juan Ayala says, man, I wish we had Donovan. The dude is awesome. He almost single-handedly beat us. Very true. Very true. But the thing is, we wouldn't have the depth. And in the end, it was the depth that won this game. The bench, our bench outperformed the Cavs in totality. And so without the bench doing that, we don't win this game. So that was the thing. That was the deal. It would have to have been. We would have to have given up too much of our depth to bring him to New York, and that's just Danny Ainge because I don't think he was negotiating in good faith with Leon Rose, honestly. Pasha Noble, what's up? Good to see you. Hartenstein has a very high basketball IQ. He always makes good things happen when he has the ball. He has some Sabonis in him. I agree. Really love the way he's come on in the past month and a half. Thrifty by nature, good to see you. Josh Hart, an absolute beast in his first playoff game. Hey, George, I'm ecstatic. I'm sure you are too. I am totally ecstatic. I'm over the moon. And I was so hungover when this game started. I overdid it last night. I just didn't eat enough food last night. So I was like hungover, watching games in bed. And then I was like, all right, got the Knicks. Took a shower, got ready, started watching it. And I couldn't believe that we got off to a 9-2 start. I was so happy and relieved. Because if we had fallen behind early in Cleveland, this game might have gone a different way. But now, especially game one, but now I don't think it's going to be that situation. Even if we fall behind in the first quarter in game two, I think that this team has the confidence and the belief in each other to overcome those situations. They just got to stick to their game plan. Stick to it. Just clog that paint. Don't make it easy to get easy buckets, easy layups, but still close out hard on three-point shooters. But if there's a weak three-point shooter out there with the ball, encourage him to shoot, and that's what we did with Okoro. And same with LeVert. Even though LeVert has been a decent three-point shooter this season, I believe. Let's see here. Hold on. I say that, but I want to make sure. LeVert, he's only 28 years old. I feel like this guy's been around forever. He shot almost 40% from the three-point line this season. So he's definitely someone that you don't want to leave open. Definitely not. Even though today he was a mess. But Okoro, definitely, brother. Take as many three-point shots if you want. Mobley, take a three-pointer if you want. Go for it. Let's see who else we got. Nobody else. Ricky Rubio played 5.5 minutes, committed 2 turnovers, 2 fouls, gone from the game. Didn't really have much of an impact as well. Let's see what else we got going here. Gonna shut it down pretty soon. This was a great win. Time to go and celebrate Saturday night. We got Kareem Grant. What's up, brother? Shout out to you, brother. Yes, great win. Thibs hates Obi, Joseph A. I don't know about that anymore. I think he's learned to embrace what it is that Obi gives you on the court. And he called him out in the post game. He shouted him out positively. Obi gets easy buckets, man. And that three-pointer that he hit in the corner, I forgot who was it that fed him. It was off a broken play, and it was a tremendous, monstrous three-pointer that he hit. I believe that was in the third quarter. Yes, that was in the third quarter. Oh, man, here we go. Let's see who we got here. We got Stoop Kid Studios. What's up? You're right. The commentary was biased. Yes, it was, just like the refs in the second half. So yeah, you saw that too. I don't know. I was hoping that I could have been able to listen to Breen and Clyde. Did they give great insight? I'm gonna have to figure out a way to listen to it. Obi got more than 12 minutes. Got to get more than 12 minutes. I think so. I think so for sure. Let's see. Obi actually has an off-the-dribble game, just doesn't get enough minutes to build confidence using them in the game. He has definitely added to his bag. 100% agree. And that was one of the reasons why Thibs shortened the rotation to give extra time, floor time to quickly. Because quickly got off to kind of like a shaky start in this season. And then once he just needed more floor time to experiment, to find his game, to find his touch, and he did it, man. But tonight he didn't shoot well tonight. That's the beauty. I mean, this game is this. If I was a Cavs fan, I would be very nervous, very nervous. Most of our players did not come through with a good effort on the offensive end, and they still managed to beat the Cavs. So I would be worried if I was a Cav fan. Absolutely. It's 5 a.m. here in Romania. Thrifty by Nature, what's up? Oh, man, you're probably partying your ass up out there. It's 5 a.m. Sunday. Okay. Right? Yeah. Sometimes we have someone from... I'm not drunk yet. Not drunk yet. No, I was hungover. Last night I partied a little too hard. I didn't realize it got that way. Taka. What's up, Taka? Can't believe it's been 10 years since we won an away game in the playoffs. Hot dang. Wow, is that true? I think, yeah. Tremendous. All right. You guys, this was tremendous win. I'm gonna watch the game again, and most likely on Monday I'll put out a breakdown video. But just looking at it right now, I'm feeling very confident. We're going to come back at least no worse than 1-1, which is basically a victory for the road team. And we're going to come back to the Garden, where we've been playing much better at home. And I think we're going to take care of business there. That game is a Friday, I believe. Right, yeah, so Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. I think that's the way it works. The fourth game will be a week from tomorrow. But on Tuesday, I really expect the Knicks. And the Knicks, they're going to come out on fire. And they're going to totally blow the Cavs away in that first quarter. They're going to have one of those monster first quarters that we're known to have. Especially with Randle. All we need is Brunson to get cooking as well. Need a few shots from RJ in that first quarter. And if we come out with a nice lead in that first quarter, I think we can definitely hang on and steal the game too. It's not really stealing, because I do think we're the better team. But we pull away. We come home up 2-0. Take care of business on Friday. Close it out on Sunday would be the best case scenario for the Knicks. But still got to take every game, one game at a time. Tuesday is the most important game right now. And I liked how, even though Donovan Mitchell was cooking for long stretches of time there, in the end, he only gave them 38 points is a lot. 38 points is a monster game. But it wasn't on great efficiency. No, 37.5% from the three-point line. It's good. It's good, but it's not great. 46.7% overall. It's good, but again, not great. So 38 points, but no one else stepped up. And that's kind of what I see with the Cavs. I don't know what it is, why people were so excited about the Cavs. What is it? Their offense just is pretty basic after Mitchell. Darius Garland he struggled to create for himself. Even though he finished, his numbers are efficient. When you watch the game, you could tell he struggled to get his shot off. And a lot of times, kudos to him, shout out to him for not forcing shots. So that's good. But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to figure it out, to get your team over the hump. And you can't just put it all on Donovan Mitchell, because that's what it felt like. All right, we're gonna shut this down pretty soon. Right now, I'm gonna shut it down. Let's see. Adrian Sean Dyson says, higher expectations. We winning the chip this year. Whoa! Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's win on Tuesday, and we'll keep going. All right, we got almost 200 in the chat. I appreciate it, you guys. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe. Share this video. Go watch the playoff preview that Keese and JD and I did last night. Actually, you can watch it in pieces or whatever. Jump around. We cover 5 distinct topics. One is who are the X factors? Can the Knicks win if RJ struggles? who will dominate? Who will be dominate? Will it be Brunson or Mitchell? And what are the 3 keys for each team to win the series? And each of us break it down, and we discuss it. It was a great live stream, so you guys should definitely check that out. Those guys are brilliant Knicks analysts. I love having them on the show. All right, guys, this is it. Thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse. Let's get the music. Here we go. Yeah! The Knicks won game 1. Let's go. Game 2 next.